Hey everybody, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I am here today with my Worm Factory 360 and I am getting ready to add a new tray. I had mentioned I was going to do this last week, didn't get time to do it. It's just been a little bit busy for me, but I mean, this tray is like really well worked through. The castings were a little bit on the dry side. I misted it down just a little bit, but I think what I'm going to do is top this tray off with some shredded paper, and then we will load up a new tray with some fresh scraps. So let me grab some paper and we will get working. Okay, so the empty tray that I had above, this one, I just had it full of shredded cardboard and newspaper. So I'm going to use that newspaper to load this tray down. Just, you know, put a good inch and a half on top of the old food in here. I did have some diatomaceous earth mixed in there. There's like little plumes coming up from it. But I'm just gonna, not gonna use all of this. I'll leave some of it for the next tray, but I think that might be pretty good. I see some people really tap down the trays and try to even them up. I don't, just because then when I put a tray on top, like we're gonna do with this one, it doesn't sit quite so flush, which lets it breathe a little bit. See that diatomaceous earth? Looks like it's snowing. Anyway, I really loaded that up in here when we were trying to bait out some of the mites and stuff that were in here. So anyway, that once it gets wet, it's harmless to the worms, so I'm just going to leave it be. But let me grab some food and we will add that as well. Just thought I would show you, this is the pot of food I have. I'm going to spread it between a few of my bins. I just have this sitting on a chair next to my Worm Factory here. I just loaded this down with some more shredded paper I got on my crosscut shredder. And I think I'm just going to feed half, but they were eating on this side of the other layer, so I'm going to feed half over here. So let's load it down. Okay, so I just moved everything over here a little bit closer. So that looks like some bell peppers, broccoli, and carrots. Those were frozen and thawed. But the only other thing I think I'm going to put in here is some cabbage that I had. And this was not thawed, wasn't frozen. It was just the end of a head of cabbage I cooked the other night. So I'm just going to put a handful of this cabbage in here as well. This is more than enough food for them to get started on for the first week, now that we have this new tray in here. And I'm just going to put a handful of coffee grounds that have been kind of molding up on my counter with the lid on. So again, that can be a little on the acidic side, so I'm going to sprinkle it with some crushed eggshell that I have. I'm going to really generously put some of this shell in here, because with the coffee grounds, especially if they are still on the acidic side, that's just going to promote more of those bugs to find their way in here. So I think I'm just going to use a little bit of this to at least partially cover it. And I'm going to keep the lid on it for now, especially since I just put so much food in here. I'm hoping they're just going to load up this side. So I'm going to pop the lid on this. And we will just let it go for a week, and we will come back and check on it next week and see what the bug situation is like, and see how well they're getting into it. So I hope you guys have an excellent night and excellent rest of your weekend. Feel free to comment below, like this video, and subscribe if you'd like some more content from me.